We are aggrieved, but we remain in APC, says Amaechi, Ono, and Nwajiuba. Despite feeling aggrieved and withdrawn from party activities in recent times, former ministers who resigned to contest the All Progressives Congress APC presidential ticket yesterday said they will remain in the party. Top aides of the former ministers, namely Chibuike Amaechi, Transportation, Dr. Ogbonaya Ono, Science and Technology, and Emeka Nwajiuba, Minister of State for Education, who admitted that their principals are not pleased with the way they were treated by the APC. However, said they would not dump the party. Checks by leadership revealed that the ministers have withdrawn from the active party activities since they lost out in the party's presidential primaries on June 8 this year. In the APC presidential primary, former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu polled 1,271 votes to clinch the party's presidential ticket at the Special National Convention, which had 23 aspirants. Nine aspirants withdrew from the contest before the commencement of the primary election. Besides the ministers who resigned to contest the primaries, Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, some governors and party chieftains contested the party's presidential ticket. However, checks by leadership revealed that after the primaries, most of the ministers have been largely politically inactive in party activities, while most of them have since not openly associated with the party's candidates. Former Minister of Transportation Chibuike Amaechi had in July said some delegates who voted at the special convention of the APC were regretting their decisions after being induced with money at the convention. It was also learned that Amaechi was displeased with the budding romance between Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and APC chieftains, including governors of Ekiti, Ondo, and Lagos. Now, leadership gathered that those visits were done without Amaechi's consent, while Ono had openly upbraided the party for not zoning his presidential ticket to the southeast during the convention. Nwajiuba, who stayed away from the convention in protest, subsequently filed a suit at the Federal High Court seeking the disqualification of Tinubu and the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar from the 2023 election. However, these associates and supporters yesterday denied that the principals had been distant from the party, even though they admitted that they are aggrieved. Now, they insisted they won't dump the APC, noting that they are still active party members. So, what do I have to say here? Ogbonaya Ono and Emeka Nwajiuba and Amaechi are now saying that even though they are aggrieved, they will still not dump the party. Why should they be aggrieved? When they were made ministers and they sold out almost all their confidence and then decided to favor the North with their positions. Somebody like Amaechi was openly, handling more projects in the North than in the South. He actually championed most of the construction activities that were done, especially doing the linking the transportation system between Niger Republic and Nigeria. So when they became APC members, they were doing everything according to the dictates of the northern counterparts, rather than balancing their offices to ensure that all corners of the country have fair political shares of our democratic dividends. They didn't do that. Now they are frustrated. And now they are saying they are aggrieved, but then they will still not dump the party. Even if they dump the party, where will they go? Because which political party will accept them? Which party? They dumped PDP for APC. And now APC has shown them their true color. For good 8 years, they were in that party and doing everything according to the dictates of the northern, I will call it northern oligarchy actually, because the northerners actually dominated everything that happened in this administration, and even the southern politicians sold out south, southeast, and southwest to favor the north, hoping that at the end of the 8 years, they will hand over government to them. It won't play out like that. It won't play out like that. And now it failed to play out like that. And they're getting disappointed. And they don't know where to put their heads. They resign their political positions just to go and contest. And in contesting, they lost. And they are saying that people that voted Tinubu in the primaries did so because of money that they received. And now they are regretting it. Who did not spend money? Did Amaechi not spend money to become the presidential aspirant? And he did not plan to spend more money to win the primaries and then to become the president, hoping to be the president of Nigeria? Somebody just spent more than he did, or probably had a groundwork, or probably he got a disappointment of the first class type from the north, because he thought with all that he has done to favor the north that they will hand over Nigeria to him. It doesn't work like that. Nigeria is too exposed for that to happen. Moreover, the dirty politics that are playing all around is just what played out again, that he didn't favor him. And he didn't favor his team and his cohorts. And right now he has to complain. He doesn't have to complain. He shouldn't. All of them shouldn't complain. They just reaped what they sowed over the years. They disenfranchised the South. They participated in disenfranchising the South completely to favor the North. And now they have been disenfranchised politically as well by the same North that they favored all through the period. It's just unfortunate. These stories. Now, let's look at some comments from some individuals. Now, someone is saying they made all of you ministers for almost 8 years. All right? Your greediness treated all of you badly. Please, Amaechi, Ono, and Emeka should tell us what political networking they have to defeat Nwajiuba. Tinubu never held any office since 2007, yet he contributed immensely more than any of you in 2013 to 2015 in APC. Yeah, we agree that these three people, Emeka, Nwajiuba, and Ogbonayano and Amaechi, has nothing to show in the southeast, southwest, and south for the 7 or 8 years they've been in power. At the same time, Tinubu did not just win because he has actually performed better in the past. It's just the same dirty politics that probably he had played more than them, that gave him that same presidential ticket of APC. Not really because his performance in the past has actually been the best. Because for those that live in Lagos, you can see how clumsy Lagos is up till now. No good roads, traffic a problem, and meanwhile, Lagos is just like a confined space, and people are still coming into Lagos, and more people are getting frustrated in Lagos. So there's actually nothing here. Lekki Ekpe Expressway is still a nightmare to tomorrow. So development in Lagos, people that are not living in Lagos will be saying development in Lagos. Come and see the way Lagos is. You know that whatever Tinubu is saying, whatever someone is saying that he had developed Lagos, is I probably developed his members of his cohort who are currently playing to the gallery for him to move on. Now, someone is saying, I will use the word idiots, because that is not acceptable. Because Buhari didn't endorse and fulfilled his promise to make you president. You know, so yeah, so even if Buhari made a promise, but that promise has failed, should we say it was Buhari that failed, or is that probably Amaechi's smartness didn't match that of Tinubu and his underground work that he did with all the APC members? All right, so the thing here is that whatever goes around comes around. When you disenfranchise your people, you know, hoping that by the time you favor the opponent, you get a favor in return when the time comes, it doesn't always work like that. And that is a big lesson that has to be learned from the experience of these three South, and Southeast politicians. So, right, just share your thoughts with this comment, and then let's have your own comment as well below. This is just my humble view. Thank you.